Hey everyone, Nereza here. Let's check out this Pokemon Unite U Impact Part 2 patch, which honestly is wild because I don't know what's in this patch, but the Pokemon World Championships is in like 2 weeks. So this patch is actually the patch for the World Championships, not the previous patch, which I just think is wild. So let's begin. Scrolling. I see Gyarados, Dragonite, Goodra, Lapras. Interesting. U Impact Part 2. Update time 2025 7:31 at 7. So I think that is 11 p.m. tomorrow, which it looks like is confirmed. So thank you. Let's take a look at the update, y'all. By the way, I'm live, everyone. Welcome. Make sure to follow me and watch for my lives. Update details. Latias is headed to Eos Island. We know that. WCS event coming soon. Yes. 4th anniversary events finally begin. You can participate in the events to obtain various rewards. 14 days for the yes. This is all right. This is all the same. Yeah. Here we go. All right. Details. Oh boy. Dragonite buff. Defense from 415 to 465. Special defense 315 to 360. Which, as a reminder, everyone, this is level 1 to level 15. So really, this is what a 50-ish increase, but it's probably more like a 25 or 30 based on how leveled this Pokemon would actually be. Dragonite was sometimes knocked out too easily for an all-rounder. By improving Dragonite's durability, Dragonite can now engage more aggressively and fight more consistently. I honestly thought Dragonite was in a pretty good spot, but hey, well, that's fine. Maybe we'll play a little Dragonite this weekend. Lapras, boosted attack, HP recovery from 3% to 3.5%. Perish Song cooldown from 7.5 to 6.5 seconds. To further enhance Lapras's ability as a defender that absorbs enemy attacks, the healing from its boosted attack has been buffed. Additionally, allowing Perish Song to be used more frequently makes it easier to create opportunities to break the opposing team's formation. Interesting. I never thought of it as a formation breaker, but I guess if you're playing Perish Song, everyone will run away. Okay, little tiny buffs, but pretty cool. This could honestly push Lapras into competitive a little more. Like, it's not great, but like it's a little more viable. People love the other move though over Perish Song. Goodra, defense 600 to 620, 500 to 590 for special defense. Muddy Water, defense and special defense increase upon use, 20% increase. Power Whip, cooldown 7.5 to 7, damage 12% increase. To help Goodra perform in its role as a defender more effectively, its overall durability has been improved. The performance of its moves has also been enhanced, reducing cooldowns and increasing damage to allow Goodra to maintain frontline combat longer. Again, well, Goodra wasn't in the best spot, but I don't know. I don't know if it needed this. The 20% increase is wild for Muddy Water, but Gyarados, an HP increase to 8350, a flail damage increase of 10%. I love this. To further emphasize Magikarp's strength in adverse situations, becoming stronger as its HP gets lower, the damage of Flail has been increased. Additionally, by slightly raising its max HP, it is now easier for Magikarp to maintain the HP range where Flail is most effective, making this high-risk playstyle more rewarding. See, my whole thing with that is that I totally get it, right? You want Magikarp to be viable, but like, that's kind of the point. Like, learn to play Magikarp as a weak fish. That's what it is. But anyway, whatever. It's not terrible. Ho-Oh nerfs, yes. This is definitely necessary. Sacred Fire, damage 30% decrease. Attack increase on self from 30% to 15%. Attack decrease on opponents 15 to 10. Sacred Fire plus attack decrease 30 to 20. Fire Spin, damage 10% decrease. After the last adjustment, Ho-Oh's offensive and defensive performance exceeded expectations, creating too many situations where it was overly advantageous against other Pokemon. Therefore, the damage of its main moves and the effects that strengthen itself and weaken opponents have been nerfed to create opportunities for opponents to counter. I agree. Ho-Oh was out of control. Galarian Rapidash, Dazzling Gleam, 10% decrease. Galarian Rapidash's high mobility allowed Dazzling Gleam to deal a level of damage that was difficult for opponents to counter. The move's damage has been slightly reduced to give opponents a better chance to fight back. That's fair. Galarian Rapidash was a little out of hand. Bug fixes, there's so many. A bug where Ho-Oh Sacred Fire would gain its upgraded effect if Ho-Oh learned Flamethrower Plus? Rude. I didn't even know that. I wonder how exploited that was. Garchomp's Dragon Claw Plus effect would activate when Dragon Dive Plus and Dragon Claw were used in combination. Fixed a bug where telekinetic projectiles from Latios' Dragon Pulse could hit Pokemon being held by Mimikyu's Unite move. Fixed a bug where cooldown for Gengar's Hex was not reduced when it hit a paralyzed opponent. That's terrible. Paralysis effect applied to Mew's Electro Web was not decreasing attack speed. Slowbro's Skull damage had been decreased by 10% after the 7.18 update, so it sounds like they just put it back. Fixed a bug where Inteleon's Fell Stinger did not gain critical counters when it hit the wall. That's terrible. Okay. Overall, this is not a very big patch. I don't know that it'll affect the competitive landscape. You might see some more Dragonite and Lapras. I don't know about Goodra. Gyarados was already going to be there, so he's just going to be there more. This is a pretty hefty nerf to Ho-Oh, but I don't imagine it's not going to be in competitive. Because its defensive capabilities haven't been nerfed, and it has really high sustain. And also, Flamethrower wasn't nerfed, which is really its sustain move. So I don't know. And Galarian Rapidash, whatever, 10% decrease. All right. Well, that's it, y'all. The U Impact patch part 2 will be the WCS patch. Let me know in the comments what you think of this patch. I think it's fine. I don't think it's going to change much. And that's it. Maybe you'll see me on stream playing a little patch later in the week. But otherwise, have a good one. Bye, everybody.